a lot of girls who are single will be like, oh, men cheat. Like, I'm staying single forever. It's like they're like defense mechanism. Yeah. But then they get in a relationship too, and they're not going in saying, oh, all men cheat. Then they become another girl in a relationship going, hopefully my man doesn't cheat.
Just another one of us with our fingers crossed.
I'm tired, man. You want to cheat on me? Fucking cheat on me.
That's my mood, eh? Like,
is that
Chemical X.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Chemical X podcast. I'm your girl, Veronica.
I'm your other girl, Alessia.
Also known as Alejandra, also known as Deandra, all of the above. So if you haven't already, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell us you love us. Tell us you hate us. Tell us you love us. And leave us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, I have a couple of stories to, start off this episode. And one was one that I should have said last week.
Okay.
And another one is a story I should have said 2 weeks ago.
Wait, you've been harboring these stories for a while.
Well, no, but do you remember when we ended the podcast? For any, our real listeners are going to remember, we said, oh, we're going to have to start the next podcast and say the story. And we never did.
Yeah, I remember.
And this one involves you. So let's dive right into that.
Perfect.
What were we talking?
Wait, hold on a minute. Can I see those bracelets that's going on your arm? Wait, I know you're getting married, Ale, but is this something else that you have to tell me? Do you have another friend that you're doing friendship bracelets with?
Well, listen, there's 4. And I have about 5 really close friends. So I don't want to make anyone jealous.
Well, can I at least pick which one I am?
Which
By
one?
the way, wrists are empty here, eh? So those
Yeah,
must
wait,
be other
which
friends.
one do you want?
The pink one, obviously. You don't even know me? The fuck? Well, that's deep. You're giving me the pink one?
Honestly, I don't even know myself because I am the last person on earth you would ever catch wearing smiley faces.
Yeah, like, are you okay?
Honestly,
this would be something
no.
I would be wearing. I would be wearing this shit.
Honestly,
Well, like, you came in a wedding dress, but smiley face bangles.
Veronica,
I'll let you take
what's
this back
yours?
today.
The engagement, like the afterwards at the party when everyone puts on the slippers, you get to put on your essentials, cream, still wedding outfit.
I know what you mean. Like,
2-piece. Like now you're just getting drunk with all your friends, like the
100%.
family love.
100%. Well, speaking of kitty smiley face, I have to say this really briefly. 100%.
I just have to briefly say that this is really not my style, but
not.
I really tried to get in tune with like the trends when I was going on vacation. I saw a lot of people doing a lot of pops of color, and I'm like, how can I, on a budget, do really different kind of outfits without buying a million clothes? And jewelry was one, smiley faces. I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to lie. My little cousins, they would die to make these for you. I think they have the kit. I actually think that wherever they got this, like the warehouse of Shein, was my aunt's house. And it was my little cousin who made these, I'm pretty sure. So today I was at work, and obviously everyone knows that I work for a porn company.
Wait, how did my story become your story?
No, I just have to say a really quick thing before we get into the whole shebang. Just goes with smiley faces and kid shit. You know what I mean? So you're like, wait, porn, kids stuff? I guess I'll figure out the...
Your mind is foggy these days. It's fine.
So today I was at work, and I was making the script for the new ad that I have to voice record. So I'm doing the voiceover for it, and it has to be like very sexy. Like, you don't even know what you're missing out on. Subscribe now. Okay. And I was like prepping like all the sexy shit that I had to say. And I was going to record it tonight. And my last recording was from an audition that I did yesterday for a My Little Pony game.
My Little Pony.
All I can say is get you a girl that does both. My Little Pony and My Little Hoe.
Holy. Smiley face, smiley face.
You're welcome. Friendship bracelet, babe. I'm giving you the friendship bracelet.
So a couple of weeks ago, we just got reminded of this story, and Veronica and I went back and forth. Have we said this story on the podcast? Listen, for our old listeners, fuck off. You have to hear this twice. For our new ones, hello.
Hello and welcome to the funniest story over here.
I think in funniest stories, this has to be like top 3.
This is top.
And I forgot parts of it, and you reminded me.
My problem is, if we already said it, are we gonna say it again and then accidentally change parts of it, and someone's gonna say, the last time you said that story, the receipts, it doesn't match up.
Honestly, if we're saying the truth, it's now because you reminded me of things.
100%.
So I was talking to this guy a long time ago. I was obsessed with. He was so hot. It was my times when I liked like the cool hot.
But he was also like the one hot guy. Like, I can't explain when you're like 18 or 19. I don't know how old.
I think I was 19. Like 21. 20. I want to say 18 because it makes me.
I would say 20. Okay. I would say a little younger than 21. At that age, like, there's not that many hotties. Like, there really isn't that many, like, fucking hotties. And he was, guys,
hot and rich.
Hottie. Yeah, hot and rich.
Yeah.
And good body.
I started a long time ago.
Holy, she was always a gold digger, this girl. Speaking of gold diggers, my friend the other day, she's complaining. She's like, this guy called me a gold digger. She's like, what the fuck? You know us, we work hard. We have all these jobs. Like, how can you come and call us a gold digger? I was like, babe, I totally agree. I mean, speak for yourself. But I totally agree.
I'll have all these jobs and I'm still a gold digger.
Babe, I'm not going to lie. I mean, look, babe, you're not a gold digger, but listen, speak for yourself. Some of us, here we are. What is a gold digger?
Here we go. A gold digger is somebody looking for gold to dig.
It's because I think it's difficult because like no one's gonna say no to a guy with money, but that doesn't make you a gold digger.
I think that we're actually just like we're proud gold diggers. I think there's 2 types of gold diggers. There's the ones who say, I'm not after him for the money, but they are. And then there's ones like us that just we're having a harder time finding them because we're proud of it.
I actually think I'm not a gold digger. I actually think,
Here we go.
Well, we already said, who do I go for? The starving artists.
Okay, Veronica's into artist, and she's talking.
You were talking about whatever I want about rich, successful guys.
You like the artist?
I like the art. Like I could say what I want, but I'm a lover. I'm an artist. Girl.
Veronica, get on Raya because that's all there is. Every time Veronica says something, I'm like, not another artist. Fuck. And she's like, Ale, I can't
help. I pretend. I come on this podcast and I pretend, guys. I want to be one of the girls who wants a hot, rich businessman. But I'm leaving with the guy with a nose piercing.
What is a gold digger? Now that we're on the topic,
I mean, I think there's different levels. I think there's like a gold digger that's just like really looking to find a guy with money, doesn't care about anything. I also think there's just somebody that has a certain standard of person and of lifestyle, which I think is totally fine. And I don't actually think that that's a gold digger.
Okay. So then I'm not actually technically in the books a gold digger.
To a broke guy, though, we're the goldest digger. We have not only a shovel to dig, we have the whole truck. We're coming with the scooper.
To a broke guy? Oh, fuck, man.
Fuck. Even me with my nose piercing artist, still a gold digger.
Absolutely.
I'm paying the dinners.
So I think there's just 2 types of gold diggers. No?
There's like the real gold diggers, and then there's just
what are the real gold diggers? I want to know if I'm that.
I'm talking like I think there's a certain type of person that doesn't give a fuck about anyone. They will literally only date you for your money. They don't care about like if you guys get along. They don't care about anything aside from the fact that you have money and that's all they want. Like they want to marry you and get your money and take from you, which is different. Like I think that in your sense, you're like, your sense.
Talk for me, babe. I'll correct you if you're wrong.
I just think it's more of like a certain standard on the list of other things that you want in a guy. You want someone who has money.
I think that's why I'm having such a hard time finding my guy.
It's because you not only want money,
it's like, babe, choose. Do you want to just be a gold digger and date a rich guy? Because you can.
Hold on. A gold digger?
I said
I didn't hear that.
No, that's why I'm having a hard time. Because it's like I also want to like the guy, and that's the problem.
Well, the guy in the comments, he said, your standards, girls with standards like you, it's why you end up alone. I said, look.
Oh my God, I'm going to end up alone?
No.
So is this my wedding? Am I marrying myself?
Well, you're marrying me, apparently. I'm the after party outfit.
You're the man, I'm the woman.
Always degrading me. It's crazy. Can't just be the woman in any context.
It's fine, Veronica. I'm dating an artist. But can you like still be rich too? Can you be like an artist that actually like made it?
Can I actually say, speaking about men and women, I was talking to someone that I used to have a thing with a long, long time ago. We were just catching up recently, as you do when you're single. You know, suddenly all your exes, they flood back. And he said, you know, I said something and he's like, yeah, you always really thought like a man. And I said, hold on, run the tapes back. What'd you just say? And tell me 5 reasons why you think that. Descriptive. And he's like, 5. Full sentences, babe. He's like, I'm just saying, like, the way you think, the things you say, you think like a man.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
I mean, depends which man
I think that sometimes I think like a man too.
It's all stereotypical.
Well, yeah, I'm telling my guys they can go get fucking massages and
100%.
So I'm thinking like a man. I am a man, apparently.
I think it's gender roles. It's whatever, guys. It's 2022. Man, woman.
Anyways, back to our story, the most humiliating story of my life.
Everyone's on their toes after this. Like, I know you're a gold digger. Next, I want to know the story. You're a gold digger from 19 when you wanted to message the hot rich guy.
So the hot rich guy, okay? We're talking to the hot rich guy who is like in and out of the city, okay? At 20 to be in and out of the city, like, fuck, you're rich, man. So he's like living.
When you have 2 cities in your bio at 20,
like, you fucking made it.
Well, your parents made it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to lie there, guys.
Oh, by the way, when I said gold digger, I don't really care at this point. Like, you made it, your family made it. Are we good here? I'm getting canceled. Anyways, so yes, I'm talking to this hot guy. And then we just like fizzled out. We stopped talking. And I was literally still thinking about him after because I'm like, I'm 20. There's not many of those
hotties.
Richies out there. So like still thinking about him, not gonna lie. And this is what, maybe like a year later or like 8 months later. I can't remember the exact fucking date.
I mean, 8 months was a pretty specific time limit. You're like, I can't remember, but it was March 14th.
You know what? It might have been a year because he like left on not on a trip. He left because he could leave.
He left to one of his other homes.
And then he came back and I was like, hello, like, I'm still living here. I'm still here. You didn't take me with you. So anyways, so I'm like with Veronica and we're getting our hair done. And I'm like, I really want him to, you know when you want someone to message you so badly, but you don't want to message them? Story of my life. And that's where I was at. And I was with Veronica getting our hair dyed. I don't know what color it was turning out, but we were getting our hair dyed.
I probably walked out with orange hair. It's fine.
I literally remember telling you it was so nice. Looking back, your hair was fucking purple.
Purple, for sure.
Anyway, so Veronica's like, just message him. I hate bitches like you who just convince me to do something I don't want to do. Because I'm in the moment. I'm with my friends and I'm like, what's the worst thing that could happen? Oh, the worst thing that could happen happens. Okay. So I end up messaging this guy. What did I say? Do you remember?
I think you just said, hey. No, because we had a whole conversation.
Yes.
She's like, he's been gone a while. Like, what do I say? And I was like, you should say like, hey, it's Alessia, because he might have changed his number because he was out of town for like months. So he probably changed his number to like another number. And she was like, no, are you kidding me? He for sure has my name saved.
Honestly, confidence.
So she's like, I'm just writing hey. So I'm like, to each their own.
Do you, babe?
Do you, babe? So she writes hey.
I write hey. And he writes, who is this? Guys, honestly, jump off a bridge at that point on. What do you want from this conversation?
What were you like? I told you he was gonna say this, and now she's still like, okay, fuck, like you're right. Like I'm gonna say like, hey, it's Alessia.
Yeah.
Okay, which is naturally what.
No, you told me say my name and last name.
Yeah.
Because now you were really not feeling secure.
I was like, you need to say Alessia last name because. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, babe. There's a lot of bitches named Alessia.
Thank you so much.
I'm just saying.
My ex used to say it was the best thing he loved about me, my name.
Fuck, not even. Really, the things your parent chose for you, parent. That's really a shit compliment, actually.
I know, and my name came from a teller at the bank.
Hold on.
A teller at the bank
said. You have trauma to talk about?
No, we're not getting into that.
I'm not gonna talk shit. My mom's a teller at the bank. Who am I to judge? My mom's going, say what about the teller at the bank?
Maybe that's why your name wasn't so special, because she was on the other side giving the names.
My name is actually very special.
Here we go. Stand in line, Veronica.
Okay, Alessia.
Anyways,
Alexia.
well, apparently my name was not original enough, because after I said Alessia, what did he say? What's your last name?
No, he said Alessia who? Which is actually funnier than what's your last name.
But guys, and this is like me, like never messaging a guy first. Like already to do this step was so huge. To get humiliated after the hey, to get humiliated after the Alessia, to get humiliated to have to literally say Alessia lo nobile.
At that point, just send your PayPal.
There's just a dot in the middle and then at hotmail.com. Pay pigs, you listening?
Everybody got that noted down?
Veronica, you want to say yours while you're at it? So Alessia.lonobile at hotmail.com.
Good.
PayPal works and Bitcoin too.
So he goes, Alessia who? And if there's a message that you don't want to get in your life, it's that one.
I had a pit in my stomach. I remember she was doing my hair and I was just like, do whatever you want. Like,
cut it off.
Cut it off. Doesn't matter.
Alessia who? I don't even know who I am anymore. So at this point, what did you write back after Alessia who? I don't remember. Did you actually say?
I mean, I had no choice.
Well, fuck, at this point, you can't be clever anymore. There's no more mystery.
There's nothing. So I said my full name and I threw my phone in the ocean. I was literally like, I wasn't happy. I remember not being happy at 20. Just talking about this story now, like I'm crying.
So she says, Alessia lo nobile. Okay. And he writes back, because just so you know, the story doesn't end here. You would think like it's like the one, okay, who, okay, it's me, okay, hey, how are you? No. To Alessia lo nobile, he writes back.
Alessia what?
No. He says, I don't believe you. And then she's like, no, it's
was he manifesting for me this whole time? Did he know I was going to become famous?
He just really didn't believe that you would ever message him.
If I message him now, he'd probably have a heart attack.
So
at 20, he's saying that. What about now, 26?
So he goes, I don't believe you. Like, and she's like, no, it's me. He goes, I don't believe you. Send a pic.
Honestly, guys, you're a loser if anyone sends a pic. But what was I? Guys, I sent a pic. Is this a joke? Who am I? I don't even answer guys anymore now. I'm gonna wait. It gets worse. Wait, I'm forgetting now.
He goes, she sent a pic, and then he goes, no, do one doing the peace sign. No. So I really know it's you. Guys, what did she send? Not even my Google verification asks for that much confirmation.
No.
Not even Google.
First of all, who the fuck did he think he was?
Send a picture doing the peace sign.
Did he think he was talking to Selena Gomez? Like, who did he think
I think he was Selena Gomez, because you sent that peace sign picture. You said I'll do anything to get through the past.
And I was so like obsessed. I was like, I swear it's me. Like, I remember, I think it was in like a red top or something.
I think it was a mirror pic too. I think it was like a.
I would do anything. I would actually pay $500 to get that pic. Like, I honestly think people would chip in to see that pic.
Oh, I'm going 50-50 with you.
Yeah, I'm ready to put in $750.
Takes it right now. He says, hey, you're going to start off real strong. Hey, it's Alessia lo nobile. Here's my peace sign picture. Let's go.
He's going to go through his iCloud. He's going to do what he has to do. Okay.
Oh, man.
I want to know if anyone else has done some crazy shit being young or not being young, because I still do crazy shit, but that's pretty wild.
That's just, I mean, listen, it's not crazy. It's just, it's hilarious. It's embarrassing.
I think it's just like actually embarrassing.
Did you guys speak after though?
Yeah, I know. We went for dinner and everything. Trying to save myself a little bit.
When he picked you up at the restaurant, did you have to do, it's me? I just couldn't believe it was you.
No. But even him, like,
how do you agree to
like
woman?
Fucking with you, or that.
Did you end up hooking up with him? Slept? Slept? What am I, 6? Slept?
Well, this whole conversation is 6.
Well,
so
you came with the friendship bracelets. We lost all our vocabulary.
I couldn't just do this when I sent the pic. I had to add the peace signs. I couldn't just do smiley face.
I would die to see that pic.
I ended up sleeping with him once, okay? And I remember we were fucking like in the dark. Like, he wanted to fuck in the dark. It was...
Oh, God. You have a 6-pack and you want to fuck in the dark.
Literally, he was fucking hot.
Turn the lights on.
I wonder if he's still hot. Like, I haven't searched him in, like, forever. Honestly, he doesn't even deserve that kind of, like... Makes me send a fucking peace sign. What does he think he is? But honestly, is that how I should move forward now with my guys?
100%.
Like... 2-piece identification, please.
Oh, 100%.
I actually don't even think like when you go to the airport, they do that much investigation.
They don't.
They barely look at your pic.
You're talking to 2 girls who have had their bags searched, so
oh yeah.
I think you should take back what you just said there.
Oh yeah. Anyway, that's wild.
That's crazy. Anyways, I'm trying to think if I've ever sent a picture like for someone to believe it was me. I'm gonna be honest. I think I learned from your mistakes. I say, hey, it's Veronica Rossi.
But I think that's where my like I always tell people I don't like messaging. Like I won't really DM a guy. I think it really comes from that.
That's trauma.
It's actually trauma though. Like I'm not even joking. When you're 20 years old and that's the love of your life, and like
don't try and make this serious. Guys, I was 20. I didn't know.
Like, who the fuck am I to have a podcast and tell people what to do when I'm sending peace signs, guys? When you're in love, it's disgusting the things you'll do.
It's disgusting.
What I would do to get that picture.
Oh man.
Well, that's always a funny story.
But you know what? We always have this difference is I have this thing that I truly believe no one knows who I am.
Yes.
And like it's a thing. Like anywhere I go, I'll literally be like, oh no, I won't say hi because she doesn't know me. And unless you'll be like, she knows you. Like you met her 6 times. I'm like, yeah, but she doesn't remember who I am. And I'm like, unless it's like, this girl knows you. Like, what are you saying? And I'm like, I swear, like people will come up to me and I'll be shocked. I'll be straight up shocked that they know who I am because I truly believe that no one remembers me. No one knows who I am.
Anyway, well, I need some of that to like knock me down to reality because I don't know what's going on. I think I'm a superstar, but I'm not. But then I am, but I don't know.
Well, like, maybe you are because he was so shocked you were messaging him. He needed identification.
But he wasn't even like super into me. That's what I don't get. Anyway, look, we're leaving this trauma behind. This trauma is being left behind.
Come burn in.
We're going to move on to somebody who did remember me. And it was a story I forgot to mention last week, which was, I don't know how I forgot to mention the story. It's fucking hilarious. I was at Scorpio, which is a really like fun place in Mykonos. And I had met this German guy, okay? And like he was flirting with me, but he was also flirting with my gay best friend. So it's always like, who is he into? Or which I really appreciate is when like a guy is really nice. Because like sometimes straight men are like mean to gay guys.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like,
which
wow.
Is the biggest turn off, by the way.
Yeah, biggest turn off. And it's such like a turn on when like he's really making my gay best friend feel super like included and like nice and ordering him food. I was like, wow, this guy is so nice.
Yeah, until his dick is in his mouth.
He's so nice. He's getting him all this food, babe. He's serving him, not you.
You're actually the one who's trying to
cover.
make you included. He's saying, this poor girl, let me include her.
You know what I learned? Nobody wants me.
Listen, they want you just after peace sign verification.
So I'm talking to him and I'm like, is he gay? I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, overall, he was making out with me at the night. So in my eyes, he wasn't gay.
Doesn't matter. If you kiss, it's... I mean, I'm not going to lie. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I think I've kissed a lot of gay guys in my life. There's nothing a gay guy likes to do more than kiss a straight girl. No, it's actually crazy.
What are we titling this episode?
Alessia who?
Honestly, every guy is not going to be interested in me after this. Yeah, like, because they say you're a gold digger. Not because you sent a peace sign. Honestly, both. Both are enough to just ruin my rep. Anyway, so if that didn't ruin my rep, well, I made out with a gay guy. So just add that to the roster, okay? I feel like on my Greece trip, I made out with 2 gay guys, it feels. Maybe even 3. Okay. 2 for sure. Okay. And I'll tell you why. I am confirmed. I can confirm with a second piece of identification that he is gay.
Okay.
Because when we were wasted, okay, we took a picture together. And it's so funny because when you're in Montreal or anywhere in your city, you're never going to go up to someone you just meet and say, take a picture of us. But it's such a vacation thing. Like, you actually don't care on vacation.
Yeah.
Like, you'll take pics with anyone and they might actually even end up on your Instagram. And like,
because you're tanned and everything looks good.
Because you're tanned, you're vibing, okay? You think less when you're on a trip. So we took a picture together. It was actually like, I thought it was really nice. Like, I thought I looked really, really good. And when he was drunk, I took his phone and I just airdropped myself the picture. So he had no idea that I had the picture of us, okay, on my phone. So the next day he messaged me and he said, hey, I'm the Germany guy you met yesterday. And then drops our picture, okay? Veronica, he doesn't remember that the night before I airdropped him the pic. And the picture I airdropped was, the original. Not thinking he would edit the pic. I got an edited version of our picture. So guys, if that doesn't confirm he's gay, bye.
Well, we're not talking about. We're talking about face app.
First of all, already I'm
he
questioning.
Added lashes on Alessia.
Like, I want to date a guy who doesn't even know how to play with lighting. Like, send it to me, babe. I'll be your girl. I'll edit it. He literally face apped me.
Not only you, but him as well.
Like, excuse you me. No. I'm going to have to pop up both pictures because it's actually just ridiculous. Ridiculous. My gay friend was like, he actually like gave you a sick chin. And I'm like,
and lashes.
He gave me lashes. He blemished my skin. He made me look like a Greek goddess.
I mean,
honestly, when I looked back at that old pic I thought I liked, he reminded me that we didn't look that good. Guys, if a guy is editing a picture of you and him, that's fucked up. I literally wrote back, did you edit the photo? He goes, haha, I sent it to my friend. She played with the lighting a bit. Fuck off, Germany guy.
So every relationship, it's based on lies. Based on lies. It's crazy.
I told my gay friend you could go, you can have him. Yes. Thank you for confirming. I'm sorry, no straight guy is editing my pics.
No straight guy has a face app subscription.
What the fuck? Sorry. He said, I just played with the lighting. I sent it to a friend. The sending to a friend is like when you get caught with fucking drugs in high school and you say,
holding it for a friend.
I'm holding it for a friend. Like, shut up.
I physically cannot believe that he edited the picture. I'm so glad that you sent it to yourself because you know what? I would have known, like we would have still been able to tell it was edited. But the fact that you have the original to compare to is too good.
Too good. What's the real pandemic here that I have to send the original now in the chat to really? Because now if I edit a little bit the original, it's like you guys aren't gonna get the full effect. Like I have to really leave it raw. He contoured my face. He gave me lashes. I was a bombshell. Freaking out. He goes, "What a beautiful picture of us," and he says that I'm like,
"No shit."
Whoa, fuck.
Is that even me?
It's the way he was even posing in the pic. Like,
no.
How did I not see that? Well, I did.
Yeah, it's speculations.
I literally just kept right in the wave. Crazy.
I have a question for you because I've asked this to people before. What's worse, okay? You get a picture back that somebody sends of the two of you and you're both edited. And now they edited things that sometimes when someone else edits you, you start going like, okay, I didn't know that was a problem, but now I know
that I need to get this fixed.
Right? Or they send you a picture where they only edited themselves, but they left you raw dogging life. What's worse?
I honestly think not editing someone is better.
Okay.
Wait, where is this going?
Let's say they posted on their story. They only edited themselves. They left you raw.
Well, I think they'd be dumb to do that because then they're literally going to look even more pixelated. Like if you edit everyone starts to blend in. Like, okay, this is the type of photo it was. But if you just edit yourself, it's like, bitch, you look even more edited because everyone else is with their under eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's always like a pickle, but I always say like,
do you have a man in your life who's just not cleaning up down there? Well, I think it's finally time to introduce them to Manscaped.
Guys, Manscaped is the best in below the waist grooming for men. So if your man is not manscaping, then he needs to join the over 2 million users worldwide that use Manscaped, because we know here at the Chemical X podcast that Manscaped is the best. Everyone that has used our discount code has told us that Manscaped is the best,
including our ex-boyfriends.
That's true. So you need to head on over to Manscaped because they have everything from ball razors, ball toners, ball deodorants, shampoo and conditioner. Not for your balls, for your head, if you have hair.
And you want your ex-boyfriends in your life to just remember you in the best way possible.
And that's what Manscaped. So guys, head on over to manscaped.com and use our discount code.
With Chemical X at checkout, you'll receive 20% off and free shipping on everything on the website. So Chemical X at checkout for 20% off and free shipping.
And as usual, guys, you know that if you're clean shaven, you like to put on something silky smooth over your body. And that's going to be a custom made, Italian made, tailor made Isotti suit, because they're just the best at making hot, stylish, trendy suits. And they're Italian made. And you know, like, I might be biased, but anything Italian made, it's just better.
So you head on to Isotti and you use the app, and basically you just put in your measurements and they will create the best tailor-made suit for you without having to leave your house. So guys, head on to isotti.com and use our discount code ChemicalX at checkout to receive 20% off.
It's a bit like you get a pick back that you're edited, you go, okay. But then also I'd rather you at least do me the favor if I'm going to stand beside a face-tuned goddess. At least make me one also. Don't make me looking like the rat on the side of the road. How could you do me like that? Fuck.
It's really personal though when someone's like, edit my pic, or like, what do you think I need? It's like, don't ask me, because everyone to themselves is the biggest critic, you know? Like, we know what we like because it's like we stare at those imperfections. But like, my gay friend sometimes edits my pics and he's like, by the way, I won't have you look over my shoulder while I'm editing. Like, it's personal. And I honestly get it though.
100%.
But like,
but I actually think it's better if somebody would like edit me and we're all edited rather than leave me in the dust.
But also, some people are such bad editors that I'm like, you know what?
Don't touch me.
Don't make me a monster. You know what I mean?
When you start seeing the lash, you know, like the.
Well,
tell me, you know what I mean?
My Germany guy. Yeah.
It's like you see like the picture of the lash.
All of a sudden, I had just regular neutral like eyeshadow, but on this day, I had a smoky eye with lashes. Speaking of lashes, I'm going through this thing, and everyone knows me here on the podcast as the lashes girl, that I leave lashes everywhere.
They do? They know you as that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Sometimes I post things and people are like, I found an eyelash on the floor in your video, Alessia. Like, I've always been that eyelash girl. And recently, I'm not about it. Oh God, what I come back.
You have long natural lashes.
I come back from a vacation where I'm tan. I'm feeling myself for a couple weeks. Those lashes are coming right back.
You've always been a girl with long natural lashes. Don't start with me. Don't try to flex on me. The poor. What are you trying to do? Flex on the poor?
So I know Veronica and I both do this. We occasionally. Well, you have freckles. I have not one. So I'll take like a brown liquid liner and I'll add freckles everywhere on my face. I feel like it builds character. It gives me character.
Good.
Remember when we were at Scorpio and we were talking like in the group? One of the guys comes up to me. He goes, I have a wife, but you are literally, if I didn't have a wife, you are my ideal type. Everything from like the legs, the hair color, to the mole on the side of your lip.
You're like, oops, gone.
No. Guys, at that moment on, it's 6 hours I'm out. I didn't even know the mole was still on. I didn't even know my mole was still on my face. The next day we're walking out and we're going out with the same people. I kid you not, I was rushing out. I went, wait! I'm not about to tell this guy this is fake. I had her right back on. I wasn't in the mood today for a nice Farrah Fawcett little freckle, but I added it.
You know, when he's going, wasn't it on the other side yesterday? If I'm his
ideal girl, I don't want to
jeopardize any paid meal.
Because you're a gold digger.
Any guy, you know what? This is why I actually want to talk about this. So I want to hear what you have to say about this. But I was watching a TikTok about this girl who was saying, the whole topic was like, why is it that pretty girls are always the craziest? Like in a relationship, they're always like the craziest, the most jealous. And somebody had a theory and they were saying their theory. And basically what they were saying is because when you're a pretty girl, you obviously get like substantially more attention from men and strangers than an average person would get. So you see like a lot of different type of people, and you also see like the extent that people are willing to go. So you hear a lot of people being like, I'd leave my wife for you, like I'd do anything for you, like I have a girlfriend but I want to date you, like, which is stuff that we've spoken about on the podcast, and just like all the crazy stuff that people have offered to do for you or tried to do for you even though they were in relationships,
which are all lies.
Yeah, but because like you have like kind of, you've experienced all these people willing to do these things for you regardless of the fact that they're in relationships or not, and seen like the desperation of what men are willing to do for you, you kind of live with that knowledge that it's like, oh my God, like so many people are willing to cheat on their wives if it was with me, are willing to leave their girlfriend, or are willing to do all this unloyal shit, that as someone who's probably like a decently like average looking person probably doesn't receive that level of like, I guess, desperate encounters. So they kind of live in like an ignorance is bliss kind of idea where they've never really experienced the level that some guys are willing to go to get a pretty girl, which I feel like is something like if you're like a 10 out of 10 bombshell, you really witness like people like willing to do shit for you like that. Like how many people are willing to cheat on their wives with you, like all those certain things. And I was like, wow, it's so true. Because like a lot of pretty girls are very insecure, are a little bit more jealous in relationships, and it is because you think
also at the same time, and who also think that all men are cheaters.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah,
it's always like the really pretty girls, because you can imagine like these girls are getting constantly, you know, offered to like for people to cheat on their wives, their girlfriends, anyone with them. And like, it's so true. It's actually fucking true. And I always said that like from working in clubs, like I really also have that kind of idea, because obviously working in a club, being a waitress, you get this certain like level of attention, and you're in a space where people feel more comfortable to approach you. And I've just seen like the things and heard the things that people tell me. And it's always made me kind of like, I don't trust you. Like, I don't trust, like, it's like a lot of men are shady as fuck.
Yeah.
And I think as someone who's maybe less good looking or more average and doesn't receive that level of attention, you probably don't know all the fucked up shit that people are willing to do. And I thought it was so crazy. And I thought it was really true. I was like, that's fucking true. Yeah. Because witnessing all these people, if every time you go out, a married man is coming up to you and telling you like, I'd leave my wife for you, you're perfect. Like, what does that do to your mental? You know, what does that do to the way that you think? Subconsciously, it changes the way that you see loyalty, and you think, okay, well, I'm just pretty enough for this guy to want to leave his wife. So what is my husband going to do? Leave me for someone prettier? Anyway, what do you think?
I think, yes, true.
Right?
But I think he was just talking about my mole. Let's not get too into that.
I'm not talking about the guy. I'm talking about like
I'm kidding.
The idea. I think it's really crazy.
I think it's really true. But I know we never really speak about this, but I know a lot of men are cheaters. But I also...
Always a great way to start a sentence.
No. I know a lot of men are cheaters, and so are a lot of women. Like, 100%. Let's not exclude women in that too. But what I will say is, like, really, you will find yourself finding men cheaters a lot with the groups you hang out with. Like, I've really been in a situation, like, so many situations where I'm like, it's the people I'm hanging around with that they're all cheating on their wives that make me really go, oh wow, like my husband is gonna do the same thing. But also, like, who are you surrounding yourself with? Because whatever you're used to seeing is what you think is going to be done to you.
Of course.
If you don't hang around, I want to say like if you don't hang around cheaters, but like how do you know? But like, anyway, it's the reason I'm single. Like,
no, I mean, I totally agree. It's all about your environment. And like, I'm not used
like
to
same thing for gold diggers. Like you're saying, oh, I don't want to date a gold digger. I don't want to date a gold digger. But where are you putting yourself? What, at the clubs all the time?
Yeah.
Then like that's kind of actually what you're trying to get. That's what you want. You know I'm not saying every girl at the club is a gold digger, but I'm just saying like I feel like a lot of times men complain the girls are gold diggers, but they're also going to the places where it's
flashing their money.
Exactly.
And they're like, oh no, girls are coming after me for my money.
Exactly.
What do you mean? The girls are coming for what you were flashing? Anyways. But yeah, no, I thought it was really interesting because I do think, like you're saying, what you surround yourself with will be what you see. And I think that's the same thing with like being a really pretty girl, experiencing life a different kind of way that other people do, and like witnessing certain things that maybe not everyone witnesses. I can would say really changes the way you see things and changes your mind and changes the way you see certain things, especially relationships. And when you witness a lot of people willing to cheat, it makes you feel like everyone wants to cheat. And if you don't see that side of people, I can assume that you'd be like, oh yeah, like, yeah, some people cheat, but like...
Well, that's why sometimes you find yourself in a different group or like you're meeting new people and you're like, you're starting to be like happy and you're like, oh wow, like there really is, like I've had friends who are like, oh wow, there really is good people out there. For them to even be saying that, it's because they've only saw one way before and it was like men are trash, men are cheaters.
Yeah.
But like for her to be even saying like, oh wow, there really is good people out there, it's because she's finally with somebody who's like,
yeah,
you know, way more like has value, like just a lot of things. So yeah, for sure.
And I'm definitely grateful for like my past relationship. I really had that trust and I really had that like, okay, not all men cheat. And like, I know for a fact, like I really lived with like, I don't know, I just really had this trust and we both had this trust and I really knew like this person would never do me wrong and would never cheat on me. And I know that that's what everyone believes before they get cheated on. But like, it's hard to say, but like, I really truly believed like, okay, this is not somebody that would ever cheat on me.
Yeah.
So I'm really grateful for that because I think sometimes depending on your experiences, you could like go on with life and just constantly bring this thing of like everyone cheats and every man cheats and like everyone's willing to cheat with me. That means that every guy that I date is going to cheat on me. So yeah. I just think that you should
I think it's also another tip. Yeah, another tip is like don't even go in it like all men cheat. Like what if you get to the point where you don't even want to be with him anymore and you're feeling the I want to cheat because I want to get out of this. Like I don't know, I feel like we put so much energy on like will men cheat or are they gonna cheat? Like fuck off, like I might cheat on you. Like you get what I'm saying though. It's like put your fucking energy towards shit you like and then stop like thinking so much into it and then maybe you'll find yourself somebody who's like, I don't know, not like that.
And it's
you know
true,
what I mean? Because if you're always constantly worried, it's like I don't have the energy to be worrying about someone who's like literally cheating on me all the time. And that's my energy going into my next relationship. Like honestly, you want to cheat on me? Well, I'm not putting the energy in it. The second I find out, like we're done, but I'm not digging into shit. Like honestly, like I'm going in 100%. I'm gonna believe you, and until you prove me wrong, like.
Every guy's going, jackpot! Can't wait to cheat on that girl.
You get what I'm saying.
No, I absolutely agree. And I do
when you actually don't go in with that energy, you end up, I truly believe God will send it to you sooner and give you the response.
Yeah.
So like
you attract what you put out in the universe. And if you're so skeptical and always like picking, like you're going to find something.
I just hate that the world puts so much emphasis on will men cheat when it's like, to fall out of love or to want or to like desire someone else can happen as a woman, as a man. So it's like, I don't know, like why are men always thinking like, oh, are women gonna cheat? It's mostly a man thing. Like we're worried about our men. Like no. Yeah. Worry about me, fuck. Here we go. Oh okay. Wow, and that's
gold digger, cheater.
Okay, and that's how Alessia stays single for the rest of her life.
No, but I totally agree. I'm the first person to like take both sides in the situation and like not hate on men versus women. And I do agree. I think like cheating is universal, and I think that going off with that idea that, oh, all men cheat in this, you're gonna end up with a cheater because that's what you've accepted for yourself. You've accepted all men cheat, so I'm just gonna date a cheater.
Always single people who will openly say that because they're not in a relationship, and I feel like sometimes they're miserable. No, other times it definitely happens and it goes on, and I see it. Mm-hmm. But there's also that. I feel like a lot of girls who are single will be like, all men cheat, like I'm staying single forever. It's like they're like defense mechanism. Yeah. But then they get in a relationship too, and they're not going in saying, oh, all men cheat. Then they become another girl in a relationship going, hopefully my man doesn't cheat.
Just another one of us with our fingers crossed.
I'm tired, man. You want to cheat on me? Fucking cheat on me.
That's my mood, eh? Like,
is that?
But I've always been like that. Like, if you think that I'm gonna hunt down to figure out, fuck off.
Honestly, in the past, I've hunted down.
Yeah, you're a hunter.
I'm a hunter and a gatherer.
I'll gather.
Did I say I didn't want to end up with a hunter? By the way, that whole story about the guy who wanted me to set a peace sign, he was a hunter. I'll be the gatherer, babe. I'll be the gatherer.
What do you need? Fruits, berries, anything? I'll pick it all.
Okay. So I didn't tell you this, but there's this guy I've been talking to, and he wants to fly me to Paris for Fashion Week.
Hold on.
You're like, wait, what? We're openly talking about this? And I don't know if I should go. And I figured, why not
ask the audience.
Should I go or should I stay? You guys all know, let's just go through the points. You guys all know that I'm a gold digger, so put that all up there. You guys know I'll do anything for the grab. Peace signs included.
Who watches this on audio? Because you're not getting the full effect. If you're watching this on audio, if you're listening to this on audio, pause, open up your YouTube app,
and make us some money. Yeah, because we're gold diggers.
And come and see our little faces. So, okay, wait.
So I've been talking to him.
How did you start?
I've been talking to him for a long time. I've never met him.
But Raya?
No, Instagram.
Okay.
But I know it's like a reliable guy. Like it's not like, a serial killer.
We hope.
Who the fuck do I think I have to put those facts out there? So I don't know if he's a serial killer, but he looks like a nice guy who will probably like not chop my head off on the first date.
Perfect. Maybe second. We'll see.
But at least I get through the first.
100%. Hopefully we could talk about it before your head gets chopped off.
Okay. Then you guys are really going to have to listen on audio. Okay. And I literally don't know if I should go. I'm stressing because I said it. I'm done. I'm done doing these trips where I'm going and meet people and like I feel like, and then
it's a lot of energy.
It's a lot of energy, and I haven't done it in a minute. And like,
so you're forgetting that it's a lot of energy?
Oh, I know it's a lot of energy. I never forget the whole bathroom situation, the whole everything situation.
Because it's like you're stressed 24/7. Like you can't be yourself. Yeah. You can't even like FaceTime your friends. It's like everything is like.
What the thing is? He's so at ease with me going because he listens to a couple of podcasts and he's like, I really like you're my type. And you're also like pretty funny. So like, I think we'd get along. And it's like, I'm glad that you think we're going to get along, but will I like you?
Yeah. Show me your podcast, bitch. Like, I'm glad you got a window into my personality, but I want to see yours.
I'm stressed. And like, I get it. For him, it's like, I'm not bringing a stranger. Whoa. Holy. You guys should really listen on video. You get the full effect.
Full effect.
Anyway, so I'm just like, I don't know if I should go. And I was supposed to see him in Greece. He didn't end up coming to Greece. And then he said he was going to like, I was going to end up meeting him in Ibiza and maybe going and meet him in Ibiza. And then Ibiza never happened. He ended up doing a completely different trip. And now he's doing Paris. And
okay, wait, where is he from?
Anyone knows? He's from...
Like, is he from the States?
No. I don't want to say that on the podcast. No.
Okay.
He's from Germany.
Fuck these Germans. They love you.
What is it with Germans? And I told him that. I'm like, why is why are Germans talking to me? He's like, no. Like, there's good types of Germans and there's bad. Like, I promise I'm the good type. Relax. I'll be the judge.
Yeah. I've only met
I've never been to Paris, which is that's already the issue. Okay. Why are you going? Okay, we said gold digger, we said peace sign, and the third one being...
Yeah, but are you into him?
like, yeah, I think he's cute, but like I haven't FaceTimed him yet, and I'm supposed to FaceTime him tomorrow at 8 p.m. his time. Okay, so that's 7 hours before, because he's from Germany, but he's not in Germany. Anyway, he's from Germany, but like grew up in New York City, went to school in New York City, then lived in LA. So like he's not like, hopefully he doesn't have an accent like Dutch. Well, I'll find out tomorrow on the FaceTime. 100%. But like it's honestly like I would say over a year we're like chatting.
Oh, wait,
my ex is gonna go, you cheater.
Hold on a minute. Do you have a boyfriend? It's over a year we're speaking. She goes,
Monica, I'm speaking to everyone. Like, please. Hi, how was your day? Like, that's speaking.
Fuck.
In a year we haven't FaceTime. That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign. One of you is not proactive, and I think it's both of you, actually.
And he always invites me on like things. And he even stated, he's like, I know that, like, because I guess he listens to the podcast or whatever. He said, I know that you would really have a good time even with my group of friends. Like, he listens and he feels the vibes. That's what he keeps saying. Like, you're gonna have a lot of fun. And I've never done Paris, which is another reason why I really want to go. And it's Fashion Week. Never do Paris and to do Fashion Week, that'd be crazy.
And to do it for free.
We got to talk about how it's never for free, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
it's definitely heavily discounted. It's definitely outlet pricing.
It's definitely outlet pricing. But like, are you also paying my Uber from my house to the airport? I feel like men need to know that. Like, when you're literally flying out a girl, like, you also should pay her Uber.
I think you could pay your own Uber.
I could.
Yeah.
I could afford that, yeah.
The Starbucks at the airport.
Yeah, you know, like, it starts adding up. Isn't it?
The baggage, overweight fee.
Yep. Ma'am, you're leaving for 3 days. Why is your baggage overweight? Step aside, lady. Who booked your flight? Sorry, I'm missing the flight. Anyway, I don't know. Like, should I go? I'm like really feeling like he's like a me vibe. Like, it'll be fun, but I'm stressed.
I mean, I think the good thing is that Paris is a fun place where you guys are going to be doing a lot of activities, and like Fashion Week too. Like, it's a fun time to like, you know, show your style, and like I said, it's activities, so you don't feel like confined to be chilling with him and like that pressure of getting along. I think when there's a lot of stuff going on, it's a good thing. You're not just like in a villa with
like
him.
Even if I hate him, like we're probably gonna be going to like fashion shows and like
exactly.
I'll just like meet my husband who's sitting beside me.
100%.
Don't let the guy slip who flew you down slip a number when he goes to the bathroom.
100%.
It could be the best thing or the worst thing. But I did want to talk about briefly. How do you ask a guy like, I want my own, like, I know because I've done it a million times. Like, I want my own hotel room. Like, I don't feel comfortable. I'm just meeting you. Like, please, like, let me poop alone.
100%. I mean, we all know that I tried once and it backfired completely. So don't ask me for that advice because clearly I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Because I wanted to talk about it because I feel like I'm probably not the only girl who goes through this. Like, my girlfriend was going through this just 2 weeks ago.
But it's hard because when someone's flying you down, you feel like you need to be like, okay, well, I'm flying you down. We're going to stay together. But then it's also the first time I'm ever meeting you. Like, I don't just meet people and sleep in their bed that night. Like, it's
literally, it's the weird. I think it's like, I want to talk about it because it's like the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
And there's no girl who's ever going to always feel so comfortable asking.
Yeah. And then it's also like, wait, you don't like, you're using me. You don't want to stay with me. You want your own hotel. Like,
and I get it. It's like when someone's booking you, it's because like you're going to be together for like 3 days. So like sometimes they feel like, well, if I get them a hotel, it's not even necessarily that you're going to fuck me. It's like, I want to still be able to like be with you these 3 days and get to know you. And sometimes when you have a hotel to yourself, it's like, how many times do you really see them?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
You definitely see them less.
The hotel is like the safety. Like, if I don't like you, like, I have that.
Yeah.
But like, if we're really vibing and I like you, like, I don't want to be at my hotel room.
So he's paying for 2 hotel rooms in hopes that you like him. So he loses out either way.
But I want to give tips. So like, ladies, okay, let's start with the flights. Okay, if a guy doesn't offer to pay your flight, it's because he's not paying your flight. I'm really like, telling them what it is. If you're wondering like, oh, is he gonna pay? Is he not? It's because chances are he's not planning on, and he's just riding the wave until you say, okay, well, I'm gonna book my flight. Like any guy who wants to pay for it, you're gonna know about it. Just like whenever a guy is interested in you, you're gonna know about it. He's gonna message you. It's the same thing when it comes to a flight.
Right.
Am I teaching people how to be an escort?
Maybe. You could be. Don't tell the customs officers. Don't let them see this video.
What are other tips?
You're the expert. Fuck. Don't look at me.
Holy. I just don't know how to say like I want my own hotel room because it's always different how you have to slide through it.
Maybe you could be like where are you planning to stay? And then he'll kind of get the vibe that maybe you don't want to stay with him.
And I've said like in the past, like, look, I think it's the first time we're meeting, so I don't really feel comfortable staying with you.
Yeah.
And then you like leave it in the air and you see what they're saying, but you have to do that before they book your flight.
Right.
So it's like, okay, you're booking the flight, but also like, where were you planning on staying? Like before you give your passport, you have to make sure that you say that.
Yeah.
But how do you...
It's always awkward. But there's a lot of awkward
it's always a throw the
life.
phone and any gentleman will...
Ow, I just got electrocuted.
No.
What the fuck? I literally just got electrocuted so hard that I shocked the chair after. Ow. Well, guys, if I'm gonna die on camera, at least make some money
I thought
out
you
of
were
it.
hot. I didn't know you were that hot.
That's really mean to say, actually.
Like electrocuting? Hot?
Well, I'm scared.
Like electrifying?
What the fuck?
I've never got that.
I got chills, they're multiplying.
And I'm losing control. You better shape up, Alessia, because he's not buying your hotel.
No, okay, listen. I'm sure he is. He's going to Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah, like
You're like, yeah, the hotels
shit?
are $1,000 a night. I mean, what would you say if he would get you your own, like he would get a 2-bedroom apartment?
So the thing is that I want you to see me and I'm a goddess. I don't want you to see me literally shaving my legs.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? It's just
but it's true. Like in the first, like it's nice to have mystery when you first meet someone. Like guys are going to say, oh yeah, catfish. Yeah, she doesn't let me see her makeup off. But it's like, no, like everyone wants to be like their best self when they're just meeting you. And like, if you would be meeting someone in your hometown, you probably wouldn't see them in their rat self before, the 10th
And also
date.
another thing is like, I feel like even with like a guy in the past that I went to see, like if I was living in the same city as him, I would have fucked him because I wanted to, but I would have waited a little bit longer. But because we're staying together, it just like...
It escalates
quicker. It escalates way quicker. So it's like I want to still show the like, because I'm not somebody who just sleeps with everyone. And like when you have your own hotel room, it's like you're able to show like that you're not easy. But when you are in a way staying with someone, it's like you've said in the past. It's like whether you fuck them on the first night or the third, you're still fucking them.
100%.
But like, is it this anyway? You get what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying. So are you gonna go see him?
I'm actually really down to meet him. I'm just unsure of like, I think the only thing stopping me is that whole hotel room and having to ask and the anxiety of like.
I mean, give me his Insta. I'll drop him the link. I'll say watch at minute 58.
I think that'll be the deciding factor of if I go or not.
Yeah. Like you're not desperate to go. So like you have your standards of like, I'm only going if I have my own hotel. Which is fine.
But then it's like, okay, well then get your own hotel. You know what I mean?
He's like, perfect. I'm staying in the 8th arrondissement.
If you don't want to stay with
something
me,
close by.
No, but I don't know. Like, do I go? I mean, I guess I'll keep you guys updated on how the FaceTime goes. But I don't know. I think it's gonna go good. Like, I feel like it's a good. How many times have I said shit like this? I don't even know how I have the balls to come on here and still be positive.
Big balls. Do you use Manscaped?
Fuck, I should.
Fuck. Those huge things.
My
Alessia, who?
Anyway, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. And
Let us know.
So you think I should go if he gets me a room?
I think that you should do what you want to do.
the thing is I also told myself coming back from Greece, like, I'm not traveling anymore. But, like, Paris, 4 days, a weekend plus a day, like, whatever.
So the thing about traveling is also, like, mentally draining. Like, it's also, like, coming back, trying to catch up on work. Like
100%.
And when someone else, it's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things. I know I'm making it seem like,
I have to pay my Uber.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's a lot of things. It's like coming back, work, taking off work, and then like catching up on everything that you need to do. But the podcast.
He has fun friends. He's the vibe like me. Like, I feel like if this did go well, like, this would be so, like, this would be my travel buddy. Like, this would be so fun.
Oh, travel buddy.
Oh. How to say escort in a cuter word? Travel buddy.
Wow, what are we titling this episode, Ale?
You know, the thing is that I don't give a shit what anyone says about me. I'm literally the furthest thing from an escort. But my friends and I joke around with that word so much that every time I have to go through customs, I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Because, like, my gay friend will be like, everyone get ready. Like, shut the fuck up. You guys are all escorts. Like, he'll drop that name, like, as a joke. But, like, I'm going through customs going delete. Like, if someone would go through my phone, like, the inside jokes we have, like, they're not okay. They're not okay for anyone to read. Anyway, I was just thinking about that. That's fucking crazy.
I'm super glad that you're doing a lot of thinking.
Well, he's not going to want to take me after he watches this episode. So, guys, I'll let you know how the FaceTime goes because this won't drop before that. But I'll let you know when he gets rid of my flights.
Wow, guys. This episode, it went a lot of ways. I'm not gonna lie,
but it still went back to the beginning. Are you a gold digger? Or are you an escort? I want to know if anyone else has taken a flight and has asked for their own room and how they did it. Because I've done it like a couple of times, and I normally say like the card of like I don't feel comfortable. We just met, and like
I think that's the only card.
That's the only card. But also, if a guy is so resenting towards that, like you don't want to be with him anyways.
I think because
he's so pushy. So it's also a good sign to see if somebody's like a good human.
Right. I agree.
So we'll find out tomorrow.
Or they'll say yes and then end up in your hotel room anyways, just like me.
Oh, shit.
Then you thought
Did he have a hotel room when he booked you?
We're going to talk about my trauma now?
Yeah.
He said he was staying at his friend's house.
See, that's sketch.
Yeah. But I didn't know that. I think I only knew that when I got there. He was like, oh, like my friend's place. Can I leave my bags in your hotel while I wait for my friend to get home? And I said no. He still came. It was a lot of things, honestly. We spoke about this story, right?
Well, you didn't say the part about him leaving the bags.
Well, that's how he ended up, like, first coming to the hotel.
Well, yeah,
can I leave my bags? Like, my friend's not home yet. And I was like, no. Like, are you sure? And he was like, please. And then I was like, okay, I guess. And then that turned into, like, can I please sleep over? I swear I'll sleep in the bath. And I was like, no, like, leave. And he was like, please. And, like, anyone could say, like, yeah, just say no. But, like, it's
and
not
this was a high profile person.
And
he wants to sleep in the bath?
I told him, get the fuck, like, go in the bath. Like, you said you were going to sleep in the bath.
Wait, you literally said go sleep in the bath?
I said, absolutely. I said, you're not sleeping in the bed.
Whoa, you settled for he's literally not getting out of this hotel room that I'll take the bath? Like, go take the
bath. 100%. I was like, yeah, you're not. I said, you're absolutely not sleeping in the bed. You're not sleeping in bed. I don't care where you sleep. You're not sleeping in the bed. I was like, firm.
And then what happened after you sucked his dick? Did he still sleep in the bath?
I didn't suck his dick.
No, you didn't?
No. Anyways, I'm laughing about the situation. It was very traumatic for me.
No, this is traumatic. Well, I don't want that to happen to me on my trip.
100%.
Dicks are scary when you're not wanting them.
They're scary most of the time.
They are.
Anyways, guys, trauma from start to finish. Just a little sandwich of trauma. Thank you so much for listening. We are going to see you next week. And maybe Alessia's going to be heading off to Paris. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. Let us know if you're a gold digger, if you're an escort, if
they're any different. If you're just a girl who likes
all men cheat. I don't know anymore. I don't know what to caption this. Fuck.